And we're back with our next guest. Over the phone from Oshawa, Ontario, we have Kathleen Black joining us. And Kathleen is a CEO, development coach, professional speaker, and educator. You can get a free copy of her ebook online, top1percentlife.com. That is www.top1percentlife.com. And let's say hello, Kathleen. Thanks for joining.
Hi, hello. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate your time. And are you active on any social media, Kathleen?
Yes, absolutely. On Instagram, real estate, team coaching, or just under my name, Kathleen Black, LinkedIn, Facebook, and we have a Facebook business page as well, Twitter, everything except Snapchat, pretty much.
Okay, good. And Kathleen, I will let you take things from here. And, well, you sound quite busy. What are you up to nowadays?
What are we up to? Well, I'm speaking at conferences all across North America. I'm speaking actually at a conference coming up in Europe as well this year, really just spreading, not just, but spreading the message of top 1% life. I mean, we work with a lot of small business owners, people are running, sales teams or insurance-based teams, mortgage teams, and they're setting these goals, to build these big businesses. But often what's happening is they're ending up to have, not a lot of time, not making it home for dinner, on vacation with their cell phone every single minute. And we're really spreading the message of, setting goals or a vision of a top 1% life. It allows us to build different businesses that we feel, clients have a better experience, but we also have a better quality of life, better mindset, better health.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I would like to spend some time on your background and, how is it that you became, coach, writer, speaker? How did all that happen?
Well, that's a long story, more than 10 minutes, but I know we have a bit of time. Essentially, I came from having a psychology degree. I was always very, very fascinated by human performance. How do we help motivate people? How do we get into what makes everyone tick? Because I think it's unique to all of us. And I think the most powerful thing is knowing what motivates ourselves. And I always felt like I wanted to make a contribution that was bigger than just me. I always wanted to be part of, powerful projects. And that initially led to real estate investment, a lot of sweat equity, which led to a real estate license, which then led to, going through a really difficult, messy separation, losing my house, having to sell all of our investment properties. And, it was very difficult. They kind of touted us the no money miracle, and we just kept growing. And at that point, I could have retired 5 years from when all of that happened. And that was about 11 years ago. So, it was one of those moments of going, okay, everything's gone. I could cry about it, but instead I said, okay, I have 2 little kids. I'm now the breadwinner. All of our accounts are frozen. I'm going to get into real estate, and I'm going to sell a lot of real estate. And I became a top 1% producer in the first year on North America's largest real estate board. So, there's a lot of competition, and that led to a lot of changes to be efficient, to be able to care for my kids and pay my bills and not work 24/7. And that led to helping other people do that. And ironically, I ended up to work with the top 1% to scale and expand and get help they could rely on. And all of that kind of brings us to today. Everything we do is to help people have a better quality of life, have more choices, freedom, whether they're a single parent, they're single without kids, they're married, whatever their situation is, to help people feel empowered and powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So are you doing a lot of one-on work at all now, or is it mostly a group and speaking events? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a team of experts. So I don't have a team of coaches who are under me. We don't believe in that model. We have a team of experts who work with our expansion, like the ultimate expansion strategy is a system. It's proprietary to us that we've used for years to help people, get help they can rely on and increase quality of life. So they work one-on-one with lots of individual business owners, realtors, et cetera. And then they also work with teams. I spend my time more speaking at large conferences, speaking for, bigger companies, talking about the book, so I can kind of connect people with our resources and just, being out connecting with the community. I do less of the one-on-one coaching, but I still do some of it.
Great, excellent. Now, what advice could you offer when it comes to either selecting a coach or where to find your information? There's just so much out there. It can be pretty overwhelming, especially with the internet. But what do you think? How do we make that choice?
Well, I think you want to look at where you want to go and what you want to build. And I mean, that's a hard double-edged answer, to be honest, because often people get into coaching because they are disconnected, from self and from their voice and their values. And that's why they're feeling drained or burnt out or frustrated. So, I mean, I think the first step might be to work with somebody who's going to help you get aligned with your vision, your strategy, what's important to you. Then once you have a vision of what that is, okay, what business model is going to support the lifestyle that you want, that's going to allow you, to work within the values that are important to you. I'd say in my world, because we work with scaling and expansion, there's a lot of thought leadership out there. There's a lot of coaches who haven't, necessarily done a ton of coaching, or they haven't built the types of businesses that the clients are attracting need. So, for us, we want to practice what we preach, and we model in our business everything that we teach to outside clients. So for us, I don't want to be a one-face, coaching company, because I'm helping people build powerhouse, highly efficient teams. So I'm going to make sure that I have a team, and I'm able to, transfer what I know to other people, because if I can't do it, how can my clients do it? And the other thing is just values. You want to be with like-minded people. I mean, some people love the yachts and the private jets and, the kind of more aggressive style of business building. And other people really like to, make sure they're building something of contribution, of legacy that's good for the community. And in my world, the people who are more consultant-based, where their purpose is much bigger and than profits, ironically, those people in my world make a lot more money, at least in the small business world and the sales, real estate sales industry. So, I think you align with people who are like-minded.
Absolutely. Now, Kathleen, talk to us about your goals moving forward. Well, we're still only, 3 weeks at this point into the new year. Still, what's happening in 2020?
Well, 2020 is a lot of talks. I mean, we have the new book out. It ended up to be on new release bestseller in 6 categories when we first released on Amazon. So we're super excited about that. And I think you shared the link. It's absolutely free to anybody listening at top1percentlife.com. And my goal is just to get in as many hands as possible, because a lot of the people who want to work with us aren't necessarily, confident enough to build out their business or to invest in changes. But the book will give them the platform to see that vision. And all of 2020 is going to be about spreading that message that, profit is not a purpose, but purpose creates, immense profit, and it creates stronger businesses, strong communities. And we want to support with that. So 2020 is going to be a ton of speaking engagements, and continuing to expand our company globally, which we're really excited about.
All right. Excellent. And I will say we're a little short on time, but I will give you the final word, Kathleen. Any other final thoughts, parting words? Contact info that you want to get out there?
Yeah, I would just say if you're listening to this and you're trying to hustle and struggle to get it all done, maybe you're like me and you were a single parent, or maybe you've got a parent at home who's getting pretty frustrated because they're not seeing your other half, that there is a better way, there is a different way. You can get help you can rely on. And again, that link is just to the free book. If you want to contact our team directly, our main website is kathleenspeaks.com. So KATHLEEN speaks.com, and you can request a free strategy call with us anytime to see if we can help you get where you want to go.
All right. Perfect. Kathleen, thanks for stopping by. We'll have to have you back on some point, but for now, all the best.
Thank you. Have a great day. Appreciate it. Bye.
And thank you to our audience as well. We're back in 5 with the next guest. We're going to be talking about somatic experiencing. We'll be right back.